guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another video. If it is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be doing my first time tag. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram about a few hours ago. I hope I'm filming this video and everybody who had to ask a question could ask a question. But yeah, you guys send me your responses. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's get into it. So what is a first time tag? What is the first time? If you thought it is what I thought you thought it was, you're wrong. So first time tag is basically like the first time doing something, first time traveling, first time, I don't know, buying something expensive, a luxury gift, or I don't know, like the first time doing something. It's not that first time. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, maybe I'm the only one that's naughty. Anyway, let's get into it. Before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and yeah, let's get into it. I'm like feeling so cold. Like, is it just me? This is what I was wearing earlier on. I was gonna film this video just with this, but I was like, yo, guys, it's cold. It's cold. Okay, let's get into it. So the first question is the first foreign country you visited, if applicable. Yeah, the first foreign country that you visited. Okay, the first foreign country that I went to was France. So yeah, I was in Paris for like, it was less than a week. So that was the first country that I was in out of South Africa. That was so nice. But okay, let me explain it this way. My connecting, oh, I almost pressed something by mistake. My connecting flight to Paris was through Abu Dhabi, which is in the UAE. So does that count as my first foreign country? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that was where I landed first out of SA, but then where I basically spent the holidays at was in France. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say, yeah, France was the first foreign country that I visited. So yeah, and then the first time in a pageant. Okay, the first time in a pageant, wow, it was in primary school. Oh my gosh, this is like taking me way back. That was the first time I was in a pageant. It was a school pageant. It was called Beauty and the Beauty and the Beast. Was it Beauty? No, the hunk and Beauties. Oh my gosh, if you're watching this video and you were in Capital Park Primary School and you remember the hunk, what is it, the hunk and the Beauties, my goodness, like that was my first pageant. And by that time I didn't have any modeling experience. Did I? No, not really. I didn't have that much modeling experience. So it was my first pageant and I actually placed like third. And then my mom was like, you're actually good at this thing. So then she's like, okay, let's do more pageants. Let's get you into more pageants. And yeah, then the rest is history. Like, I've been in so many more. Some I even forget the titles. But the ones that I like got prizes, I do remember, obviously, because, you know, they're the best memories. But there's so many pageants I've been in. Some I really don't even remember the titles or the names. The ones I didn't really win, or the ones that were like really small. But yeah, my first pageant was the Hunk and Beauties in primary school. I was in grade 6. And then the next year I entered again and I got placed like first. And I was like, so yeah, then from there on, pageantry was just a way of life, modeling and everything. So yeah, that was my first time in a pageant. And the next question is my first relationship. Do entanglements count? I knew this question was coming somewhere. Let me tell you something, guys. You know, the relationships, I hate talking about relationships on my channel, but I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, The reason why this is a problem is because, you know, like in primary school, when you see someone and you write a letter like, can you please be my girlfriend, can you please be my boyfriend, and the one's like, yes, you tick yes, that doesn't count as a relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's mantlantla, we are playing games. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't count. So I would say my first relationship was when I was in grade 10. Yeah, in grade 10. That was my first. That's all I'm gonna say. That is all I'm gonna say. First time buying something you really want with your own cash. Let me think. I really want with my own cash. I would say it's makeup. When I bought a foundation that was pretty expensive, it wasn't like too expensive, but it was pretty expensive for a student. That is something, that's the first thing I bought with my own money that I feel like, you know what, that was a lot. Or no, but was it before or after? This is so hard to remember, like the first. No, actually I take that back. It was when I bought a wig. That wig was so expensive, but I bought it with the money that I saved, and I actually liked it because I really wanted a good quality wig. It wasn't this one, it was another one. That was the first thing that I feel like I bought with my own cash and I really wanted, you know. So yeah, it was a wig. The next question is the first time you ever got drunk. I also need this question. Oh gosh, the ring light is like, I also knew that this question was actually coming up. The first time I ever got drunk was actually in, I hope my mom was not like listening. The first time I ever got drunk was in first year with my friends. We were at his house. It was like not a house party, but it was more like games night indoors with friends, and yeah, we were chilling and stuff like that. And then, you know, games like those drinking games, and I was a lightweight, obviously, still am. So I kept on losing because I'm so horrible at card games, like, or board games, like games in general. I feel like when you need a partner for 30 seconds and Monopoly and all those things, please don't look at me. Like, just act like I'm invisible, because I am the worst person you can have on your team. Like, I'm so bad with games, guys. So I kept on losing and I kept on taking shots, and eventually I was drunk. Like, I just remember laughing. Like, I was in the bathroom, I was like, guys, I need to pee. And then I was in the bathroom, like I was sitting on the toilet seat, and I just kept on laughing the whole time, like all the way through. It was just weird. It was weird. Yeah, but I thank God, like, I was with friends and stuff like that. I'm not like just out in public by myself, because I feel like you're really vulnerable when stuff like that happens. So it's not nice if you're alone or you're not with someone that can actually take care of you. So be careful out there, guys. Like, it's not safe. All right, and then next, there are so many questions. Okay. First app you check when you wake up in the morning. Pinterest. It used to be WhatsApp, but I stopped like going on WhatsApp and Twitter and Instagram first. I go on Pinterest because that's where I gain a lot of my inspiration from as a content creator, whether it's like makeup looks or it's like eyeshadow looks or like hairstyles or fashion. I'm a big lover of fashion, so that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I go there and then I check some stuff, and then I'm like, this is a cute outfit. I could create this with my white top and my pink skirt or something like that. I always go on Pinterest first. I don't like going like on WhatsApp and Instagram and Twitter first thing in the morning. Obviously I do look at them in the morning, but like first thing in the morning I go on Pinterest. Like, I just feel so much better. But yeah, first broken bone. I've never broken a bone, luckily. I have twisted my ankle though, but it wasn't broken. It was twisted and I had to wear like this leg thing. It's not a cast, but it's like this thing that they put over your leg. It sucked, and I'm not gonna tell you guys what happened because it's so embarrassing. I like twisted my ankles in heels. Yeah, so it wasn't broken, it was just twisted. My first ever tape or CD, it was the Sasha Fierce album by Beyonce. Like, guys, I was a fan. I knew every song on that album back to front to back. Like, that was my first CD. Yeah, I still have some of the songs from the album that I purchased on iTunes, so it's a really good album. My first celebrity crush, Michael Ealy. That was my first celebrity crush. Like, my celebrity crushes, you guys, are always changing. They're always changing. Like, one day it's this and the next it's that. So yeah, that was my first celebrity crush was Michael Ealy. I love his eyes. Like, apparently my celebrity is Lawrence from Insecure. Like, yes, that is currently my celebrity crush. And then first ever mobile phone, it was a Nokia, you know, like those small brick phones, like the really small ones. You can only like call, send messages and play games. I used to play Snake. I used to play Snake on that game. That was my first phone. Yeah, that was pretty much all I could do. And then yeah, not much. Like, you can't text, you can't WhatsApp, you can't. So yeah, that was my first phone. Wow, I was probably in grade 2 or 3. My first job, it wasn't like a job, but yeah, it was a job, but it was like a yeah, it was a job. I was a promo girl, and I basically got like 200 rand for promoting this other designer's dresses, and then we had to like promote Arbor Day at the mall and basically give like people at the mall these little pamphlets and information stuff to talk about what Arbor Day is all about while promoting like their designers, what is it, garments. So yeah, and I got paid like 200 rand. At that time I thought it was a lot, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, they definitely could have given me more, like just a little bit more. First musical instrument, it was keyboard. I almost said it was a guitar, but it was a keyboard, but that keyboard got stolen. I don't know if you guys know what a musical keyboard is. Like a piano, but it's not a piano. But yeah, it was stolen, and then I got a acoustic guitar, and then later on I got a classical guitar, and then I bought another keyboard. But my first was a keyboard. Yeah, I used to love music. Like, back in school, I was just that student that got involved like in a lot of activities, extramural activities. I did sports. I hated sports though, but I did hockey. I did netball in primary school, not in high school though. I did hockey throughout high school except grade 12. I can't remember if I did in grade 11, but I think I did it in grade 11, but I didn't do it in grade 12. What else? Yeah, I did cultural activities, chess and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely I was the girl that was busy in school, but matric just hit me. Like, I just made myself go MIA. Like, I stopped participating in activities because matric was making me dizzy, guys. My first tattoo, I don't have a tattoo. I don't want a tattoo. I don't like tattoos. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. Like, I look at some people's tattoos and I'm like, oh, that's beautiful, what does it mean? But personally, I don't like tattoos. Like, I really don't like tattoos, guys. I'm telling you, my tattoo, I really don't like tattoos. My first pet was a dog. It was a sausage dog. His name was Tommy. He got lost while I was away on holiday, and then my mom was the one who was taking care of him because I was on my, where was I was at my grandparents, but paternal grandparents. And then when I came back, my mom was like, it went out of, like, the gate was open and it like ran out and it never came back. Usually it knows where to go and where to come back, but that day it just never came back, and I still miss it to this day. I got attached. I used to be so scared of dogs, so scared. I still am a bit, but I think I'm better. And after that time I got attached to that dog, you guys. Like, I got so attached, and I was so sad when it was gone. But that was my first pet. Wow, I'm getting emotional. No, I'm not gonna get emotional. My first thought today, what was my first thought? I need to shoot a YouTube video. I shot 2 YouTube videos today, so that was my first thought. Like, immediately in the morning when I wake up, I think about what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna do today? How am I gonna have a productive day? I hate wasting time. I hate wasting a good day. Obviously there's some times where you just want to sleep and do nothing, but like, I really hate wasting a day. I hate it. So yeah, that was my first thought today. My first book I remember reading, it was a Cinderella book. I remember the cover was pink. I can't remember what the title wrote, but yes, it was a Cinderella story. It was like this big book, and it had like pictures and everything. I was probably I was in primary school. I know I was in primary school, but I can't remember what grade. And I remember reading it. I loved that book. I wonder where it is now. I really loved that book. Loved it. Yeah, it was a Cinderella book, and I read it so many times. Like, why are you reading a book so many times? That was me. That was my first book. Yeah, currently I'm reading Michelle Obama's Becoming. I've been reading it for a long time because honestly school is a lot, but it's an amazing book. And I watched her little like short film on Netflix. Honestly, I was so emotional. Like, Michelle Obama is my role model. Like, she's forever flawless to me. So yeah, anyway, the first thing I do every morning, I pee. Like, that is the first thing I do every morning. I feel like I have such a small bladder. I'm always peeing, like even during the night. That's the first thing I do in the morning. And then obviously I check my phone. I feel like I want to change that habit of checking my phone in the morning. I don't know, like maybe read a book or a devotional piece or something. I don't know, but it's so toxic. Do we ever change though? Your first time having sex. I'm not answering that question. What is that? What is sex? Like, is it something I can eat? What is that? Like, what is it? Can I draw it? Can I taste it? Like, what is it? I don't know. My first language, I feel like it's not even a first time thing. My first language is Setswana. My first fear is, it used to be dogs, but now it's snakes. Like, oh gosh, yeah, I'm so scared of snakes. The first person I talked to today, I think it was my best friend. Was it my best friend? Yeah, I think it was my best friend. But I only sent her like an emoji to respond to something, so I don't think I was talking to her. But yeah, there's it. I am so tired. Anyway, thank you guys for sending all your questions. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching all the way until the end of the video if you did. Yeah, that was my first time tag. I hope I entertained you a little bit. Hope you got to know a little bit more about me. I also want to do a get to know me tag, but that will probably, I don't know, be some other time. Tell me which other tags you guys want me to do on my channel, and yeah, I will definitely come through for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on my next one. Goodbye.